Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night to you, whenever and however it is you are getting this broadcast. It's that time again, time for your weekly nugget. I thought we'd spend the next couple of times here, minus Thanksgiving week. Got a special one for you. Don't miss that one. But the next couple of times after that, I thought we'd center around John chapter 5. A powerful story that's got so much in it that we're going to break it down into little bite-sized pieces. Bible says in John chapter 5, starting with verse 1, sometime later, Jesus went up to Jerusalem for one of the Jewish festivals. Now there was in Jerusalem near the sheep gate a pool, which in Aramaic is called Bethesda, and which is surrounded by 5 covered colonnades. Verse 3 says, here a great number of disabled people used to lie, the blind, the lame, and the paralyzed. This is the running group for our character that we're going to talk about today. He runs with the blind, the lame, and the paralyzed. First question, who are you running with? This is those who are sick. And the atmosphere around is so toxic that if you weren't sick before, you were in danger of getting it just by the association. Those of you who have trying to get out from underneath, who are you running with? Who's the crew? Who are the folks that you call? Whose shoulder do you cry on? Is it one who's going to lift you up, or is it someone else who's in love with their own malady? The Bible says this, verse 5. One who was there had been an invalid for 38 years. I want to spend our time talking about him. Here's the first thing that I need you to understand. He had been an invalid for 38 years. But he wasn't an invalid because he wanted to be. He was striving for 38 years. This is a champion of trying. His problem was my problem. I got word that I needed to rush to the airport to pick somebody up. They were going to be coming in, and I only had a half an hour to get there. You know, that's a feat. And so the GPS told me to get on I-20 because everywhere else was backed up. And so I raced over to I-20 and I got on I-20, and urgently I'm trying to get there. I pushed with all my might. I was clicking along, going faster than I ought to, but it was because my desire was to not leave my guest waiting at the airport. I was sincerely trying to get there. Problem? I was headed west on I-20, not east. And it wasn't long before I started noticing, while I was expecting more and more of the city to greet me until I found the highway that I would turn up and make the destination, I found it getting more and more country. I was leaving the city. So I pressed on faster. Here's my question. Will I ever get to the destination that I'm looking for? No, because along with my persistence, along with my sincerity, I gotta be headed in the right direction. The man at the pool for 38 years had been intent on one thing: getting into the pool so he could get well. How was he rewarded? He wasn't. Why? Because along with being deeply sincere, you got to fix your plans on the right solution. 38 years. That's longer than some of us have been alive. Some of us. But can you imagine fixing his attention on getting healed by the pool for all that time? And the solution is wrong. Brothers and sisters, the same thing happens when I fix my attention on the things of this world to fix me, when the solution is tapping you on the shoulder and asking the golden question: wilt thou be made whole? This week, if you're struggling, one, I want you to look around and find out maybe what I need to do is change the association from the sick to the others. But if I can't get out, I beg you to put your attention on the right solution. Jesus Christ is the right solution. Lay your hopes on him. He's the only way you get from being invalid to being made whole. I'm Pastor Keith Gray. That's all the time I have for you. We'll continue with this next time. Until then, God bless and have a great rest of your week.